To another story which has developed today, the president of Malawi, Lazaruz Chakwera, has now confirmed that his vice president, Saulos Klaus Chilima, has been found dead after a plane crash that's killed 9 other passengers as well. The wreckage of the plane was found this morning. It was lost to radar yesterday. Dr William Mpofu is a researcher at the Wits Centre for Diversity Studies. Dr Mpofu, good afternoon to you. What kind of politician was Vice President Chilima? What was his track record? Obviously, he would have been involved in politics for many years.
Yes, for many years, and he was such a political leader with some significant impact, not just in Malawi, but in the African continent and the globe. In his profile, you can count his role as a member of the Leadership Council of Compact 2025 that aimed to end malnutrition by the year 2025 in Malawi and by extension the African continent. In that country, he also served as once as Minister of Disaster Relief, and then later as Minister of Economic Planning and Development. He's credited with many public sector reforms that took place in Malawi. He was a competent technocrat who worked for, before his political career, worked for a number of multinational corporations and worked so successfully, include Coca-Cola, Unilever, and other global corporations that one can name. So in his loss, in his passing, the country of Malawi has lost a competent leader. The continent of Africa has lost a competent technocrat who was influential and was known for his fight against malnutrition. He was an environmentalist and a very brave leader of the political opposition in Malawi. So it's a loss that Africans can really look at with some pain there.
Does it change the balance of power in Malawi in any way? I mean, I presume in the governing party, in the government, he would have been an influential person. He would have had political power.
Definitely. As an influential politician who hails also from the political opposition in that country, he had a huge following. And when one reads media outlets in Malawi, there is a huge part of the population in that country that looked up to him as a possible future president of the country, and a sobering and balancing mind in the leadership of the country, in that he was understood for his sobriety, his commitment to public service, and his courage in condemning things like corruption, leadership excesses, and other problems that are associated with leadership and governance in Africa. He was a man of the people, one can say.
As I understand it, at one point, it seemed he had faced some kind of corruption claims. The court had removed those. I mean, were those serious?
Oh, yes. There are allegations that were leveled against him, but the court processes there seem to have cleared him. But, you know, with the practice and activity of any political actor and political leader, there's always going to be a pinch of salt in taking news about them, legal challenges and other issues. So, yeah, there were allegations that were raised against the late Vice President of Malawi.
What happens now? I mean, in our system, I understand in our system, a deputy president is a normal minister in cabinet, has the powers assigned to them by the president. So the president assigns a deputy president. That could become quite important after Friday's sitting of the National Assembly. How does Malawi do it? I mean, will the president be able to appoint a new vice president? Will Parliament have to make an appointment? I mean, could there even have to be a new election or something like that?
I think this one is going to go the appointment direction, in that Parliament and the executive are going to work together to make the appointment. The executive will endorse what Parliament has recommended. And it can be done the other way around, where the executive appoints and Parliament approves, or Parliament elects and then the executive approves. But politically speaking, there will be a power gap. The people of Malawi are shaken because a reliable pillar, according to them, someone that they looked up to as a leader who worked with other leaders to balance issues in the country, especially the economic side of things, the environmental side of things. There will be sadness for a long time to come in Malawi. We hope that there won't be skirmishes, there won't be squabbles, and that there won't be disorder, as it normally happens in African countries when a leader passes on.
Dr. William Mpofu, thank you, researcher at the Wits Centre for Diversity Studies. Do appreciate the time.